Hello everyone, Jeffro here. I'm here today to talk about the infamous gun control thing. Gun control thing. Gun control thing. Anyhow, yes, I'm here to talk about gun control. Especially because we had the Orlando shooting recently, in which case a lot of people are freaked out wondering how are we supposed to handle this situation? Well, we can't just do nothing. We've been doing nothing and things have been staying the same. It's not good. People are getting shot. People are dying pointlessly. So, how do we fix a problem like this? Well, what do every one of these situations have in common? We got somebody who was crazed for some reason, whether it be fanatically religious or being just plain losers, whatever reason, they can't get their date or whatever. So, there's mental instability there. That's one thing. Second part, hatred. We live in a society that's been teaching each other to hate one another for some reason, whether it be they are one of those religions that was discussed, or maybe it's because they're homosexuals, or maybe it's because they're white or black or this or that, or just any reason. We have to hate each other for anything. Feminazis hate men for everything. I said feminazis, not feminists. There's a lot of white people who hate black people, and there's a lot of black people who hate white people. What are we supposed to do in order to stop that? Well, for starters, you can stop watching Fox News and CNN. I don't see that happening anytime soon. We could stop propagating their hatred. Stop following people like Trump, who's like, we need to ban all Muslims. We need to kick out all the Mexicans. So, stop instigating hate. That's the second part. Third, now we actually talk about guns. What we can do about those. Do I think limiting a gun to 30 rounds per magazine is really going to help? No. People are creative. They'll just duct tape two 15s together and there you go. They'll just flip it over. Or they'll do a 20 or whatever. I don't know. That's not going to help that at all. Will banning the AR-15 work? No, you can't actually do that. Because we do actually have the Second Amendment, and the Second Amendment dictates that we should be able to defend ourselves in case the government ever turns on us. Now, do I believe it's going to happen? Not in my lifetime. Not unless, again, Trump becomes president. Can you guys tell I don't like him? Another thing we can do. How about something simple? Background check who's getting these guns. Because is it really guns we're trying to ban? Or are we trying to ban certain people from getting those guns who shouldn't have them? That, I think, is probably the best answer. Background checks are just that. They check to see what you've already done. If you're on the terrorist watch list, you shouldn't be able to get a gun. I don't care. If you're unable to board a plane because of it, why are you able to get a gun? If you have had a criminal history of extreme violence, such as already shooting somebody, beating your wife, how about even dogfighting? Why did I say dogfighting? Well, most serial killers or mass murderers started off with something like animals. So yeah, things like that. If you have something like that on your background, you should not be able to get a gun, because you have already proven that you are not sane and not trustworthy to have it. Well, what if a revolution happens? What if another civil war happens? I don't want you fighting next to me. Let's go a little deeper. What else can be done? What is another issue that causes a lot of these mass murders? Well, this one I'm going to sort of have to agree with the right-wingers, because the last thing is opportunity. The shooter in Orlando went to that club multiple times. He was a regular there. He was kind of to himself. I mean, nobody really thought much of it. They thought he was a loser, like I discussed. But all in all, they didn't think much of him. But he had an opportunity. And right-wingers are actually not wrong when they say the only way to stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. Well, yeah, that's true. We can't always tell who the good guy or the bad guy is. Heck, we have so many corrupt cops, it's unbelievable. But I will say this. If you think that everybody in that club should have been armed, you're moronic. Alcohol and guns do not go well together. However, if you do say that there should have been armed guards, that I'll agree with. There should have been more armed guards. What can we not do? We cannot give up our rights. We cannot let fear take over. We can't let the terrorists win.